2 months, I was completely clean of the za. And unfortunately, over the reading break, I totally spiraled, went back into my bad habits of smoking every single day. I believe it happened for a combination of reasons. One being I felt like I deserved it because I had just survived a bunch of midterms, felt like I had earned it. But the other two main factors were, one, I've just been like super stressed out, overthinking all of my content and really getting wrapped up in the metrics and comparing myself to others, which was really just impacting me on a mental level. And then the other is that I was working on a client project that was just completely misaligned, and throughout the reading break, my main goal was to work on this project. And every day I woke up, I tried to find some way to distract myself from having to work on this project, which is why I was smoking weed again, because I wanted to distract myself. The project, it wasn't exciting. The work itself was totally misaligned from what I do. I felt bad for not having any sort of results for this client. It was stressing me out, and it was just causing all of this anxiety that just completely shut me down for the week, because each day I woke up being like, well, you know, you could be working on this, you could be working on this, you should be working on this, and I wasn't. I was just avoiding it completely, and so it really just kind of fucked me up. And so over the last couple of days, I've just been really trying to reflect on what it is that I actually want out of all of this. And this morning it really hit me because the client that I was working for reached out and asked for a progress update, and I had to be really honest with them and just tell them that just based off the scope of the project and some other factors, I just don't think that I'm a good fit for this project. But one of the things that I really took away from this whole experience was I now have a way better understanding of myself. Like, through this experience, I learned that I do not like being put in a box, and I like to have control, and I like to have creative freedom and no barriers. And that was the complete opposite of this project that I was working on. It was lots of barriers, limited creative freedom, limitations to what I could actually do within the scope of the project. And these were all things that were making me just dread working on it. And that's why I just avoided it like the fucking plague. But again, I would never have learned these things about myself if I hadn't gone through this process. And so it's like, yeah, could I have used the cash right now? Sure. But I also had to learn these things about myself. And that in and of itself isn't a loss. I don't know. It's just been a really weird week. Lots of ups and downs. I'm really just focused on creating an impact. Fuck the numbers, fuck the likes, fuck the views. Like, I just want to make as much of an impact as I possibly can in a positive way. And I think I really needed that negative and down bad week to kind of just rebuild myself and refocus.